Okay, so I'm going to show everybody a new way, an updated way, an easier way to handle booking someone into a race that shows up to their race not at the time that they have reserved. So here's what I mean. Let's say today's or tomorrow's Sunday 6/21. Let's say the 12:10 race, Katya Carbajal has a reservation for 3 adults. Let's say Katya shows up earlier and wants to race. Okay, let's say she shows up at 11:10 and wants to race and says, "Oh, I have the reservations. Can we use them?" If there's space available, you can do that. Here's how you would do it. First off, you need to remember what number of reservations she has, which is 3. Okay, so then you would go in here and you would go to where it says number of adult reservations and you would click 0. You would change it to 0. Okay, I'm not going to change it because I don't want to disrupt the reservation here, but you would change it to 0 and then you would click OK. Then you would go back and you would click on the race that they want to go into, and you would go here and you would put 3 because that's the number of reservations they had before, and you'd hit OK, and then this one will show 3 reservations. So if I add, let's say I add 3 reservations into this one, this I can do because I can erase it. So if I add 3 reservations, it'll show the 3 adults reserved, but it won't have the name. That's okay. Then theoretically, if I've done it right, these reservations are gone and these reservations are there, and then I would just add their names in as normal using the procedure of, do they have a reservation? Yes, yes, yes. And you can do that for races later as well. So let's say they show up at 3:30. Same thing. You erase the number of reservations from their actual reservation time, and then you add them here, and then you save it, and then you add them in as normal. And the reason we're doing this is that we want to eliminate having to add points to accounts to get them in the races, because we know there was a glitch in the system that sometimes was showing that there was reservations here, but when you clicked on it and you went here, it would say 0. And so we've all experienced that, where you'd get the message that said they don't have enough points. You were instructed before to add points so that way we could get them in the race. But we know there's an issue with that we're working on. But this way, you can get them into the races using the reservation system without having to add more points. Okay, and then also, if for some reason you click, let's say you try to add them to this race, their proper race, and you get that message that says they don't have enough points, but you know that there's reservations because it asked you, do they have a reservation? Click on here and make sure that it says 3 adults here, and make sure that this matches and says 3 adults here. Sometimes it says 0, and then all you would have to do would be to change it to 3, hit OK, and then you would be able to add them in as normally. So we should not be adding points to accounts anymore to get people into different races using the reservations.